Sometimes, waiting feels hard. You may pray, hope, and long for answers, but they don't come right away. This can be frustrating. But remember, patience is a gift. The angel knows exactly what you need, and when you need it. When it feels like nothing is happening, the angel is working behind the scenes, making sure everything is just right. Unanswered prayers and delays are not punishments, they are hidden blessings. The angel is protecting you, guiding you, and preparing something even greater than what you expected. It's like a pause in the music before the most beautiful part plays. That stillness is not empty, it's filled with love and care. Use this time wisely. Reflect on what you've learned. Grow in your heart, mind, and spirit. The quiet moments are where you can hear the soft whispers of the angel's love. Trust that the angel's timing is always perfect. The answers you seek will come, but they will arrive at just the right moment. So, don't rush. Take a deep breath. Trust that everything is falling into place, even if you can't see it yet. The angel is with you, always, loving and guiding you. When the time is right, the right answers will come, and you will see the bigger picture unfold. Keep faith, and trust in the angel's plan for you. The angel has an important message for you. Someone you trusted hurt you. They backstabbed you, but not out of hate. It wasn't because they wanted to see you suffer. They did it out of fear. They were scared that you might uncover their deepest secret, something they've kept hidden for a long time. There was a time when everything seemed perfect. You were the person everyone turned to. You were known for your kindness and generosity. You gave freely to others without thinking twice. Your heart was always open, ready to help anyone in need. People admired you for your honesty and the way you treated them with care. You built a reputation of trust, always believing the best in others. Success followed you wherever you went. You worked hard, and that hard work paid off. People saw your dedication, and they were inspired by it. Your life was a shining example of what it means to put others first and do the right thing. You were full of light, and it touched everyone around you. But even with all the goodness you put into the world, not everyone could handle it. Some people couldn't bear to see you succeed, afraid that your honesty and strength would reveal their own weaknesses. Their fear led them to act in ways that hurt you. Remember, though, this is not about you. It's about their fear, not your worth. You are still the person with a pure heart, the person who shines brightly. The angel is here to remind you that even in the face of betrayal, your light will never fade. Keep trusting in yourself, and don't let anyone's actions dim the goodness you bring to the world. One day, everything changed. You found out that someone close to you had betrayed you. This wasn't just anyone, it was someone you trusted with your whole heart. The angel wants you to know that betrayal like this can feel unbearable. It's a sharp pain that twists your heart and leaves you feeling lost and confused. You can't understand why they would do something so hurtful to you, someone who always treated them with kindness and care. The hurt was deep, and it felt like a nightmare that you couldn't wake up from. The person who betrayed you didn't hate you, but still, they chose to deceive you. It didn't make sense. You thought you knew them, trusted them, and believed in the bond you shared. As you started to dig deeper into what had happened, something shocking came to light. You learned that this person had a secret, something deep and hidden that they were desperate to protect. The secret was so important to them that they feared its exposure would cause them harm. They thought that if you discovered it, it could ruin everything they had worked so hard to protect. Even though you never meant to uncover their secret, their fear took over. In their panic, they betrayed you. The angel reminds you that this wasn't about you, it was about their own fear and desperation. But that doesn't make the pain any less real. The truth is, their actions weren't a reflection of you, but of the choices they made in the face of fear. Remember this, you are not defined by their betrayal. You are strong, kind, and deserving of love and honesty. Keep your heart open, even when others choose to close theirs. The angel is with you, healing your heart and helping you move forward, no matter how hard it feels right now. The betrayal hit you hard, shaking you to your core. It felt like the ground beneath you was crumbling. Sleep became impossible. Every time you closed your eyes, your mind raced with anxious thoughts. The stress began to eat away at you. Your health started to slip, and the weight of everything pushed down on your heart. Your family saw you suffering. They watched helplessly as you struggled, unable to ease your pain. They could feel your sorrow, and it drained their happiness too. The hurt from the betrayal spread farther than you expected. Your work began to fall apart. You couldn't focus. The tasks that once seemed easy now felt impossible. The reputation you had worked so hard to build began to crumble. Years of effort seemed to vanish overnight. Soon, money became tight. The comfortable life you had once enjoyed slipped further out of reach. Every part of your life was touched by the pain, and it felt like nothing was going right. The future looked dark, and hope seemed to slip away. But deep inside, you could feel something. A quiet strength, a sense that something greater was watching over you. The angel's love and support began to return, like a warm light slowly filling the darkness. The pain that had held you down started to fade. It wasn't easy, and there were moments of doubt, but you knew you couldn't let the betrayal break your spirit. You refused to let what happened in the past define who you were or who you would become. Slowly, your heart began to heal. The sorrow that once felt like a heavy weight started to lift. You were never truly alone in this journey. The angel's presence, guiding and loving you, reminded you of your strength. The hope that had been buried deep inside you started to bloom again. With time, you realized that no matter what life threw your way, you would rise. You were stronger than you knew, and nothing could stop the light inside of you from shining again. The past may have tried to break you, but your future was still full of possibility. As time passed, something surprising happened. The angel tells you that the person who hurt you no longer had any power over your life. The hold they once had on you, the pain they caused, began to fade away. Slowly, it lost its grip, like a heavy chain breaking free from your heart. A deep sense of peace washed over your soul, like a calm breeze sweeping through a stormy sky. The weight that had once pressed down on you, the burdens that felt too heavy to bear, started to lift. The sleepless nights, filled with worry and anxiety, came to an end. For the first time in a long time, you found rest. You slept soundly, free from the constant thoughts that had kept you awake. When you woke up, you felt lighter. You felt like yourself again. Your heart wasn't tied up in pain, and your spirit felt renewed. Your family noticed the change right away. They saw the spark return in your eyes, the smile that had been missing for so long. The joy that had once been clouded by your sorrow was now shining through. Seeing you smile again filled them with relief. They felt the weight of worry lifting from their own hearts. It was like they could breathe again, knowing that you were healing. The angel's love was always with you, guiding you back to peace, and now that love was shining brightly, not just in you, but in those around you too. You had begun to rise again, stronger and more peaceful than before. With a clear mind and a heart free from pain, you stepped back into your work. Focused and determined, you poured your energy into rebuilding what you had lost. The success that once felt distant slowly found its way back to you. Day by day, your hard work paid off. Projects that once felt overwhelming now flowed with ease. Ideas sparked in your mind like bright flashes of light, guiding you toward new achievements. Financial stability returned. The stress of unpaid bills and uncertainty faded away. You could provide for your loved ones again, and that brought a deep sense of relief. The weight that once sat on your shoulders disappeared. Balance returned, and with it, a newfound sense of purpose. You no longer moved through life with fear or doubt. Instead, you embraced every moment with strength and confidence. The hardships had shaped you, but they did not define you. Instead of breaking you, they built you into someone wiser, someone unstoppable. Doors began to open. Opportunities appeared, leading you to places you had only dreamed of. Travel became a part of your journey, and you explored new cities, walked through unfamiliar streets, and created memories with your family. The world stretched before you, filled with endless possibilities. Prosperity surrounded you. Abundance touched every part of your life, not just in wealth, but in love, joy, and peace. The betrayal had left scars, but it had not broken you. The angel whispered a truth you now fully understood: the person who wronged you had acted out of fear, not hatred. They had been afraid of what you might uncover, afraid of losing control. Their actions were selfish and unfair, but they no longer held power over you. Type 222 to claim this message.